Well, this is a shock to absolutely no one. Overwatch is about to die. I don't know if we should throw a party or host a funeral. And I say that because Overwatch has been just a massive roller coaster. Either it's good or it's bad, there's no in between. I will admit that Overwatch has been one of my favorite games for a long time now, and I do feel bad that the franchise is falling off a cliff to its inevitable doom, but it feels somewhat deserved. And there's a mass majority of people saying that Marvel Rivals is better, and it's the sole reason as to why Overwatch is just dying. Marvel Rivals' success definitely plays a big part to Overwatch's downfall, but that is not even where we begin to scratch the surface as to why Overwatch is just shooting itself in the foot. To really understand the downfall of Overwatch 2, we need to go back to October 4th, 2022, the release date of Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2 was just a big update of Overwatch 1 upon release. I mean, we got 3 new characters in Kiriko, Sojourn, and Joker Queen, and I think a few maps. We could have stayed in Overwatch 1 for that, by the way. Also, to mention the fact that we were supposed to get a PvE mode. That was really the seller right there. That was the one that was going to bring Blizzard so much revenue just for it to get scrapped. And that was because no one was buying it. That's pretty much it. This was basically Blizzard at their desk.
Yeah, we're not getting any money from this. We're not robbing people of their money, so I think we should just take it away from them.
Oh, that sounds like a fan-friggin-tastic idea. Let's do it.
What really sucks about it is that the Overwatch lore has so much potential and so creative and innovative that there's so much room to work with. It's just like, how do you fumble with something like that? Then again, we are talking about Blizzard. If it's not making the money, they're just gonna scrap it immediately, whether the people want it or not. And that's what separates Overwatch 1 and 2. You can clearly see that Blizzard got money hungry after the success of Overwatch 1, while Overwatch 1 was carefully handled by a company that actually cared and listened to the community at the time. I mean, it got so bad that they straight up just ripped Fortnite and said, we're gonna take your battle pass formula and say, fuck the loot boxes, we're throwing that out the window. But hey, at least Overwatch 2 came out for free, right? Yeah, no, we don't care about that. I'd much rather spend $60 on a brand new game than spend $10 on a new season for some reskins. I mean, look at this. At one point, they didn't even care to try. Now they want to make it seem like they're trying because their game is declining and they're losing money. Well, I got a message to you, Blizzard. It's too late to try. Most players already took one step and they're ready to take that huge leap to never play this game again and make that full transition to Marvel Rivals. And in full retaliation to losing most of their players to Marvel Rivals, what do? They just start mass dropping content. While this may seem good for the franchise, I personally think otherwise, because the main content that they are giving us was already promised years ago. And not only that, they're rehashing old ideas and game features that was already in the game in Overwatch 1. I'm telling y'all, Blizzard is not fooling me. Let me show y'all what I mean. On February 12th, 2025, Blizzard uploads a whopping 7 videos to the Overwatch channel regarding Season 15 and 16. In each video, they discuss specific elements that they are planning on releasing in the next upcoming months. Just to let y'all know, I will be covering only 4 out of 7 videos. The other 3 are pretty standard to Overwatch's content regulations, so there's no real point of me going over that stuff. I know I said I was only going to go over 4, but I kind of wanted to showcase Freya a little bit. And if you didn't know, Freya is the new DPS hero that is coming out when Season 15 releases. And I just want to say I like Freya's design. I like how she has a cape where she could kind of boost herself up and glide. However, we can't fully judge off gameplay because she's still in development. Blizzard still has a whole season to figure out what they want to do with her. But hypothetically, if they were to decide to keep her the way she is, my opinion, I don't think she would be weak or overpowered. She would be pretty mid or balanced. So that's a good thing. In my opinion, I think they actually did a good job. I know we all supposed to be mad at Blizzard, but you gotta at least give credit where it's due. See, I can give Blizzard their props. I'm not a complete hater. At least not all the time. Let's just move on. So Season 15 is coming out and the ranks are getting resetted again for some odd reason. It's because they said they wanted to start the first season of 2025 with a bang? Well, that's bullshit. Overwatch 2 did not need another rank reset. I'm sure what people were asking for was better competitive rewards because we was basically getting nothing for playing ranked at the end of the season. And what did Blizzard do about this? They gave us another gun wrap and weapon charm. At least the galactic gun wrap is fire. But why did it take Blizzard this many years to come up with a simple idea as giving your ranked out as a weapon charm? That should have been a reward back in Overwatch 1, and they weren't even a thing yet. Speaking of Overwatch 1, They should have never took away your ranked icon to begin with. Now they want to bring it back in hopes of getting a lot of these OG players back. All I got to say to you, Blizzard, is good luck. The next thing that Blizzard announced coming in Season 15 is hero bans. Yep. You heard me correctly, hero bans. Now they are just catering to bots at this point, because if I'm playing ranked, I'm doing whatever it takes to win, even if I have to play Sombra. And I don't even like Sombra myself. The other team doesn't like it, that's quite literally a skill issue. Because all you need is the ability to adjust to situations. Let me remind you that we are playing Overwatch. The whole game requires you to adjust to most things, and because you don't like going against a certain character, that means they should ban it from a match. With that being said, we are not getting the option to choose maps when heading into a game, and I have mixed opinions about it. I think it would be a good option to have when playing anything except ranked. And I say this because ranked is supposed to be spontaneous. You should be prepared to adjust to any in-game situation to the best of your ability. That's just how I see it. I mean, other people can see it differently, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But this one is my opinion. The last thing I want to talk about from the Season 15 and beyond video is that Blizzard has decided to bring back loot boxes, and this should show you how desperate they are for your money. If they are willing to bring back the same thing that really wasn't making them that much money in the first place, then that means they'll probably find a way to ruin the loot box system, which I really don't hope they do, because I really used to love the loot boxes back in Overwatch 1, and I think I speak for most people, or everyone for that matter. Now we jump to Season 16, and Overwatch is receiving a brand new PvP mode called Stadium, and it's just Paladins. No, seriously, it's just Paladins.
What's that? That's Soldier! Shit. That's my bar! Shit. He copied my whole fucking flow!
That's kissed me through the phone!
He copied my whole fucking flow! Word for word, bar for bar! Don't act like I didn't...
At least it's different from what we normally can expect from a regular Overwatch game. I'm not gonna lie, this game mode actually does seem interesting, but it's just Overwatch on hardcore dribbles. Stadium is a best out of 4 round mode where after each round you can earn in-game mode currency and purchase different mods and abilities for the character you are using. I personally think that this is a great idea for the franchise, as they needed something like this dramatically to help bring back players and keep them. In the video, they did talk about how they were gonna reuse some maps and make new ones, but I'm not gonna really go over that because they like to change those type of things. So we're really just gonna have to see and wait what they do with that. And with Season 16, they are adding a third-person feature for a first-person shooter. Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh jeez, oh my god!
Here we go again, I guess. Blizzard is introducing 6v6 again, but at least they're adding it to ranked role queue. I guess that's a plus. But I guess 6v6 actually coming back is a plus for the game. If I'm being honest, I like 5v5 more than I like 6v6, and I think 5v5 is just way more healthy for the game. That's just what I think though. And I won't be covering all the other modes that was talked about during the 6v6 Overwatch Classic video, because they do those pretty consistently. And the Overwatch Classic mode that got introduced, it's really just gonna be Overwatch 1 before it got shut down, but with dual ultimates. That's gonna be really fun to play with, but also very hellish to go against. Imagine if your squad was just wiped and you're the only person left on point, and then you get solo dual ulted. That would fucking suck, wouldn't it? Last but not least, we have finally reached the perks video. I saved this video for last because there's a lot I'm going to be discussing about the perks video. And we're going to be starting with the spotlight event that Blizzard hosted to promote Season 15. And for this event, they flew out and featured some of their big name content creators like Flats, Emong, J3, Aspen, Warren, Frogger. While watching multiple streams, something dawned on me. Most of these creators don't even care for playing Overwatch anymore. They really just jump ships to Marvel rivals. A great example of this is Flats and J3. If you look at their pages, they rarely even upload Overwatch content unless it's for collabs or events. And I understand why they don't. I'm not saying they can't play other games, but they just don't care for Overwatch anymore. And it's obvious. And if you don't believe me, watch this. This clip was before 6v6 came back for the first time.
I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I've never had my desire to play Overwatch truly hit zero before until this exact moment.
Weapons keep getting better, but it's still the person behind.
I've always had at least a small desire.
Incoming!
I truly have zero at the current moment.
But it's not like anyone can blame Flats or J3. What they have done for the Overwatch community is legendary, of course. They just have extreme burnout from Overwatch, which is very real and very understandable. But give it a few days after Season 15 comes out, they're already gonna hang Overwatch right back up and go right back to Marvel Rivals, which is to be expected. But if you're Blizzard, how would you bring those that don't really care about your product to your event where you're supposed to be showing off all these new and improved elements? Seems pretty careless, right? I mean, I guess it's because they are the biggest creators really involved with Overwatch. Sure, it doesn't seem authentic because if you watch the spotlight streams, you can tell that Flats and J3's reactions to the characters' new abilities and perks were very exaggerated.
Later. Somebody.
Oh! Wait, support Sombra is real!
Broken. Oh my god! It's back! It's back! Oh, it looks so beautiful! Look! Bang!
This furthers my point on them not caring for Overwatch anymore, because if you care for a product, you're gonna give your honest opinions, which the Overwatch community is known for. Flats and J3 are a part of that too, as they are still one of Overwatch's biggest critiques. Take it from someone that has played Overwatch for 7 years and watched many different Overwatch creators for years. Their reactions were just so exaggerated, but I mean that's what they are there to do, boost the hype of Season 15. But I think you can do that without boosting your reactions. Look at Frogger, for example. He was being himself while not exaggerating his reactions.
While using Barrier Field, you passive health regeneration triggers 50% sooner. Barrier health is healed for 100% of the fires. Nah, who cares? These are boring. Sorry, I mean. While Barrier Field is active, use click to damage and knock back enemies. A shield bash. Charge detonates. Damage grants temporary. Wait. Hold on a second, wait a second. How far does he go?
And I don't want anyone to get this twisted. Of course you can get hyped when you see all these new abilities and perks. But here's the thing, most of these things are not even new whatsoever. They all came out from previous events. They are just getting added to the main game. Perks was supposed to be in PvE mode when it came out, which was announced a whole 5 years ago. But oh wait, we know how that one ended. And the abilities are either from Overwatch 1, April Fools, Junkenstein, etc. So don't let any of this fool you. Nobody cares about Overwatch still, and it's still dying. And Blizzard knows this. They are just trying to make it seem like they care by giving us old cookie crumbs that we were already supposed to have. This proves that Blizzard is in full scramble mode because they're just giving us scraps. And you're probably saying, good, this is what Overwatch needs, since they take forever to produce actually meaningful updates and content. While that may be true, it's just far too late, and Blizzard has truly messed up far too many times. The community just isn't gonna reappear after this. I speak for everyone when I say we gonna play this for a few days and it's right back to Marvel Rivals. And if you're still here with me, you made it to the end of the video, and that means you fuck with me, and I fuck with you for staying. But let me just address this. 99% of you guys that watch my videos aren't even subscribed. Can you believe that? So y'all don't fuck with me like that, huh? Like y'all fuck with me, but like don't fuck with me type shit. That's cool though. You don't gotta subscribe. I'll just catch y'all in the next one. Peace.